was good with the people, man. I'm talking about, man. How is y'all doing on this? What was it? Oh, miscellaneous molded Monday. You say miscellaneous molded? What you talking about, bro? Oh, we gonna get into it, but before we could do that, what's good, people? Like he, ha, ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, all my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Go get that stick up in stores now. Uh. Also in stores, Funky Died trying, man. You know what I'm talking about? But if all else fails, if all else fails, make sure you go get a hardback. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC, Worldwide Corporated. You know what I'm talking about? Go fast, bro. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? Indugu, Mike, Cutthroat, Lil Roo. Not Lil Rube. Lil Roo. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player. That's who comes next. Same thing, bro. Everybody on the bottom of that thing. Everybody on top of that thing. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it. Now y'all know my normal thing, man. I don't promote no drug usage, no drug sellage. I don't promote no alcohol consumption. Don't take a sip of sippage. Don't do it. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody like myself, I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, I don't promote that. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced, no. A good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. No, you know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people, man. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. They was talking to me, man. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on a question. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Would you ever that love? Back to the YouTube community, man. You come over here, right? Check it out. Fuck with a nigga one time. Y'all hold on real quick. With the people, man, you know what I'm talking about? Mama say always brush them whiskers when you on TV, man. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicle. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody who got a pee but smell like shit. Number 2. God damn, man. What's good with the people, man? Hey, say, this miscellaneous molded Monday, man. You say miscellaneous molded? What you talking about, bro? Now, look, I'm in a little bit of a rush, man. But just miscellaneous molded, man. Miscellaneous molded. That's like that hybrid shit, bro. The way y'all getting, man, the way y'all get raised today. You know, I'm talking about the shit they instill in you. I'm telling you, man, they, people just don't got nothing in them no more. You know what I'm talking about, y'all? It's just a shabby person. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't bullshitting with you, that miscellaneous ass shit. You know what I'm talking about? We living in a day to where, it's just that miscellaneous ass shit, bro. I said, what you mean by miscellaneous ass shit, bro? Just all that shit. Just everything that's against the code, nigga. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. What you say, bro? Old lady. You know what I'm talking about? All that miscellaneous ass shit, bro. All that shit that, just all that back and forth and y'all know how this shit is. You can catch a motherfucker that stole your car or something, bro. You know what I'm talking about? A motherfucker that stole your car and wrecked it. And then they act like they got the attitude. You know what I'm talking about? I said, bro, why you always say? Because I've actually seen some shit like that, bro. I seen a motherfucker steal a motherfucker car, wreck the motherfucker, and then act like the motherfucker wasn't concerned about them in the accident. You know what I'm talking about? That's the ploy they use. You know what I'm talking about? So a motherfucker that stole a motherfucker's car. You get what I'm saying? They done stole the motherfucking car. And then when the motherfucker get there, they done wreck the motherfucking car or whatever. A motherfucker's on the motherfucker about stealing their car. And the motherfucker try to flip that shit like, you ain't even concerned about the car wreck. Like, I could have been killed and all that old shit. And that's miscellaneous molded right there. You know what I'm talking about? Because we walk around this motherfucker and we actually do shit. And we don't even be proud of the shit we do. Just as people, man. Niggas and bitches. You know what I'm talking about? That just made me lose my train of thought. But I know I was just tripping off when I seen the people wreck them people's car, man. Then they sat there and act like the people wasn't concerned about them because they could have been hurt to nullify them still in their car. So we don't even have to ask why you stole the car. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gonna even ask where you was going and all this shit right here at this time of night right here. Now it has to skip right over. You know what I'm talking about? The bullshit that you don't want to confront right now. And we got to jump straight into you being the victim again. You know what I'm talking about? Even though you stole the car, that don't even matter no more because once you stole the car and you had a car accident, you could have seriously been hurt. And that's what everybody right there should be worried about. So it shouldn't even matter about you stealing the car. And we do so much of that miscellaneous ass shit and this miscellaneous molded Monday, you know what I'm talking about? We do so much of that dumb bum ass shit, you know what I'm talking about? That has become as the people our go-to. You know what I'm talking about? So now when we running around, cause I told you, man, you don't never check yourself. You know what I'm talking about? You don't never check yourself. And the reason you don't never check yourself, because in your head, miscellaneous molded Monday, you always have a reason for what it is you do. And that's why we just got so much shit running around here right now, and that spiteful shit. That's why motherfuckers care more about what you say about they do than what they did. You know what I'm talking about? See, it don't matter if you ran around and snitched on somebody. You don't give a fuck about that because when you snitched on them, that got you free. So you ain't tripping because you free. It's only when somebody start calling you a snitch that the problem come in. Or they hating, they need to mind their own business and all that old shit right there. They don't know what they talking about. And that's the sucker's way of thinking, folks. That's just the I don't want to say irresponsible, but that's just a way for you to duck what's really going on, bruh. That's a way for you to get out of what you done did. You know what I'm talking about? Miscellaneous molded Monday. And I just don't know what didn't happen, bruh. Like I made a video of you, like you just don't want to be wrong. You know what I'm talking about? And we live life like that now. You know what I'm talking about? To where we ain't really tripping. We just don't want to be wrong. We don't really give a fuck about what we do. We just don't want to appear to be wrong. We don't give a fuck about doing some wrong shit. We just don't want to appear to be wrong. You get what I'm saying? And that's why you got the big that's why you got the big battles going on. And I be seeing some cold shit, bro. I do, folks. I be seeing some shit that don't even make no sense. And it's like, and I don't even believe in I believe in handling shit yourself or whatnot, right? You know what I'm talking about? But all right, let's use cause that wouldn't have been a good one. Let's use the ambulance. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Now say a motherfucker they called you talking about I don't know, bro. They having chest pains or something. You get what I'm saying? Cause I've also seen this. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen this a lot. So a motherfucker call you or whatever, they telling you they don't like they having chest pains. You know what I'm talking about? And you trying to tell them like to call a hospital or something. You know what I'm talking about? Call an ambulance. And these motherfuckers is telling you miscellaneous motive. They don't want to call the ambulance. You need to come over there. You know, first of all, bro, you're not unless you are a doctor. I don't know, but you're not a doctor. So there's really nothing humanly possible you could do to somebody, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You don't even know how to get CPR. So at that point right there, if somebody chest hurt and they called you, what can you do? What can you do? Miscellaneous molded Monday. I say, bro, where this come from? Cause I seen some old crazy shit like that. Cause y'all always acting like y'all in danger or something. but y'all don't never really call for help. Y'all just be trying to put people on blast. You know what I'm talking about? I seen a motherfucker miscellaneous molded. Motherfucker acting like they in danger on live, trying to put a guilt trip on, I guess, the people they know. Talking about who ain't there for them and all that and all the trouble they in. But once again, they on live. They ain't called the paramedics, the ambulance people, or nothing. They just took to the world to publicly shame somebody. I don't know. I just don't get it. It don't make no sense. But they have taught you now, no matter what you go through, bro. You could have just got jumped on by a motorcycle gang. You could have just got ate by dogs. You could have just, but they done told you whatever happens to you, capture it. When really, bro, it's just be a lot of shit that don't even be people business. Miscellaneous moulded Monday. Yeah, a lot of this shit out here, bro, it don't even be people business. But y'all so thirsty for an audience. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all so thirsty for an audience, man. Miscellaneous molded. But if you ever want to know what's wrong with today's age, that's what it is, bro. It's miscellaneous molded. And the way y'all teaching motherfuckers, and I ain't gonna even put this one on the bitches. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I seen niggas act like this. So I don't know who teaching who this shit. You know what I'm talking about? But they teaching you to not be wrong. You know what I'm talking about? I told you we gonna end up in a world of no accountability. They teaching you basically where you're grown and you just got the right to do what you want to do. Express freedom, what they be saying, expression, and you just got the right to do whatever you want to do, whatever conclusion you come to in your head. Miscellaneous mode Monday. Then when you come to that conclusion and you bust your move, like you can steal them people's car, then explain how ain't nobody concerned about you and your wreck. You just do shit like that now. You could just catch the attitude, all that reverse psychology, deflection shit that been going on for years that only used to be reserved for bitches. Now you see niggas do that shit, bro. I ain't bullshitting with you. Now everybody could I don't know, it's weird. Nigga miscellaneous molded, bro. Motherfucker just running around here. They ain't did something. A nigga do something and then you come get at the nigga about it. Now he has an attitude because you came and got at him about it. It's weird, bro. Miscellaneous molded. But it got motherfuckers out here with no moral compass. It has motherfuckers out here with no manners. It has motherfuckers out here with no integrity. It has motherfuckers out here with no dignity. It just has motherfuckers out here. You get what I'm saying? It's just certain things I'm gonna do and certain things I'm not gonna do. It just is, folks. You know what I'm talking about? You might think I'm cool as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You might think, and miscellaneous mode Monday. And that been going on for a good 10 years, but mostly in business. You know what the code thing? We was talking about this like 10 years ago. What's this, 24, 14, no, not 10 years. It was longer than that. You know what I'm talking about? Damn near 30 years ago, you know what I'm talking about? But it was around the '07 to '09 era, right? And it was funny because if you handle business straight, like sometimes motherfuckers will take that for a weakness, bro. If you just solid, niggas will take that for a weakness, bro. You know what I'm talking about? And 10 or however long ago, man, we was talking about that shit, miscellaneous mode. How now you could keep it, and that was then, and that was years ago. How you could keep the motherfucker gang clean, and niggas would take that for a weakness. That's no longer a blessing. That shit used to be commendable. You know what I'm talking about? That shit used to be honorable. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody, like, you expected everybody to have that in them. You know what I'm talking about? Just to handle business straight and shit. But now, if you the one that handle business straight, a nigga will try to get over on you because you just solid, bro. Miscellaneous molded Monday, bro. That shit is crazy, folks. If you the one that's just chill, kick back, you ain't really, you know what I'm talking about, on no scandalous shit or nothing like that, bro. Motherfucker, they'll look at you like you weak or something. They'll look at you like they can get over on you because you the honest one. Nigga, something straight out of the comic book, bruh. Miscellaneous moulded. Because we living in the day of the back and forth. You know what I'm talking about? And the way we fuck with it now, we can go back and forth about anything. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we like to fuck with it. We know we be out of pocket. We know we be wrong. But it don't even matter because we can still you can still find some kind of way to rationalize it. You know what I'm talking about? You still got some kind of way to make a motherfucker see your side and why what mind state you was in and all that, why you made your decision. You know what I'm talking about? All that miscellaneous molded ass shit, bro. You either you either good people or you not, folks. It's either one or it's either I forgot how I was supposed to say that shit. Long story short, you either is or you ain't. Nephew says old man, old lady. Nephew says old man, old lady. You know what I'm talking about? You either is or you ain't, folks. You good people or you not. You know what I'm talking about? You either you come around and you not you not looking for the alternate route, bruh. Like I said, you just come around. You ain't come around to steal nothing on nobody's purse. You ain't came around to ask for no ride. You ain't came around to ask somebody for a cigarette. You ain't came around to hit no weed. You just came around. Generally came around, folks. You're not over here looking for somebody to drop some money or to waiting for somebody to put their wallet down. You ain't over here looking for nothing like that. You know what I'm talking about? And even if you was around here and you seen something like that, you wouldn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm talking about? A thought wouldn't even pop up in your head at that time to take action because you just seen this nigga set his wallet down. But on this miscellaneous mode, we do shit like this. Well, somebody invite us over their house, we go inside their house, steal something, and then we act like we didn't steal it. That's the type of shit we doing these days, bro. You know what I'm talking about? That's the type of shit we doing these days, bro. I told y'all a few, that might have been a year ago, or it might have been some years ago, I don't know. But the church people, they called the other church, they called the old lady trolling. You know what I'm talking about? They didn't even catch the old lady trolling. The old lady partner got mad at her about some other shit and let the other people know that that was her the whole time. And I told you way back then, I wouldn't even fucked with her. You know what I'm talking about? Cause she been knew that shit. But just like y'all do today, she waited till she was mad at the lady who been trolling, then she exposed her secret. You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nobody asked that bitch, you been knowing this. She was able to squeeze right back on up in there with the information she divulged just her. You know what I'm talking about? But ain't nobody even sat there and thought like, well, you knew this whole time and you was cool with that shit. You was sitting right there laughing with that bitch when she was doing it. But it wasn't until you got mad at her that you wanted to come around here and tell everybody where she was miscellaneous molded at, man. Y'all be something straight out of the comic book. But that miscellaneous mode just got you all over the place as a person. Us as the people, just the shit we do now. It just got us all over the place, bruh. And like at a high rate, I can't even explain. You gonna see it though. You know what I'm talking about? Just watch what's to come. Because motherfuckers is miscellaneous molded, bro. Like I said, motherfuckers ain't got no manners. Motherfuckers ain't got no integrity. Motherfuckers ain't got no morals. Motherfuckers ain't got no honor. Motherfuckers they don't even care about themselves, bro. They don't even care how they don't even care what they put in themselves. You know what I'm talking about? They don't care what their character is. They only care if you talk about their character. You get what I'm saying? Because once again, bro, it takes hard work to be solid. It also takes hard work to be fake. Whatever you putting into yourself, bro, you got to do that shit consistently. So if you a scandalous motherfucker, you running around, that's your character. You doing that shit consistently. Wherever you go, you on some scandalous shit. You on some bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Miscellaneous molded. And a lot of us don't have nothing. You know what I'm talking about? And like I told you, depending on who you done got a chance to be around in your life, it's gonna be how you was molded. And that's why I be feeling bad for a lot of motherfuckers, because a lot of y'all, it ain't even y'all fault. It was just the pick of the draw, the motherfucker you got to be around. You know what I'm talking about? And they done molded you into a miscellaneous ass motherfucker. They done molded all that bullshit they was doing into you. You know what I'm talking about? So you got all them ways of the miscellaneous molded motherfucker. That's why I be feeling sorry for some of y'all, because it really ain't like y'all just be pure. You know what I'm talking about? You just walk straight into a trap. You know what I'm talking about? But just like I've always said, at some point, bruh, even if you got misguided, at some point you got to come to a point within your own moral compass to be like, something just don't feel right about this shit right here, man. You know what I'm talking about? This ain't it. Yeah, this ain't it. You know what I'm talking about? Something about the shit you doing should just make you feel dirty a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? It should make you feel not right a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? When you finna it just should. At some point, even if you was molded like that. So at some point, I just feel like you should have seen what it really was, and you should have seen that the person who taught you was on some bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? But a lot of us don't do that, and we just find new ways to come up with excuses. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, miscellaneous molded. So when we come around, we really looking to do a file. You know what I'm talking about? Now we looking to do a file. The problem only comes in is if you catch us coming to do our file. You know what I'm talking about? And start talking about the file we came to do. That's where we're gonna have a problem at. Because for some reason, you could know you a piece of shit, and that doesn't bother you. It's just it only bothers you if somebody else knows you a piece of shit. And them the gangs we get into today. Because you really don't give a fuck about your own character. It's just what everybody else thinks about your character. You know what I'm talking about? Once again, like, that's only for them people who people don't know in the real world. You know what I'm talking about? Because everybody that came from somewhere, so everybody should know who, like, everybody know your character for real. You know what I'm talking about? Miscellaneous molded though. And now we in this day you living where like a motherfucker could start off with some good shit up inside of them and fuck around on this shit right here and hanging around these daily people, bro, and fuck around and pick up them bad habits and start doing all that shit. All that gossip and talking about people and shit, and just everything is everybody else, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Everything is about everybody else. That's how you know y'all don't be going over y'all self. Because right now, if somebody told you the truth, you would say they was hating on you. Miscellaneous motive. You would say they was talking shit about you. See, that's the new way of getting out of hearing the truth. Putting the label on the truth. Oh, you hating, you just talking, you mad because you broke and all that shit right there. That's just the way of getting out of the truth now. Because we really don't be wanting to hear about us. That's why we can't stand motherfuckers. And it don't even matter who it is. You can look up on the Instagram, YouTube, anybody, bruh. If you find anybody talking, like if you a motherfucker over there stealing, right? And you buzz in on the motherfucker and they talking about people who stealing, at that moment right there, you gonna develop a dislike for that person, no matter who it is. If you run by somebody that's telling you the truth, that's the person you not gonna like. That's the person you gonna criticize. Man, who is this motherfucker? Man, they talking all that shit, nigga. I bet in they real life you gonna start saying all that shit. You never even tripped off how them people don't know you and they got you pegged. That never crossed your mind. Like I said, it ain't even the people, bruh. I love the people, man. It's just the behaviors of the people. Miscellaneous motive. Motherfuckers really don't, we really don't take time out to tell motherfuckers what's really what it is now, you know what I'm talking about? Like we just put a blanket statement out there, like how you hear everybody say, like they'll tell little nephew and them, like, hey man, the worst thing you ever do, don't never move in with no bitch. They'll tell you something like that, bro. I mean, that's cool too, man. But like, listen, bro, the worst thing you could do is move in with anybody. It's not just a bitch, bro. The worst thing you could do is move in with anybody, folks. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter about no bitch, nigga. It could be your partner, nigga. The worst thing you could do is move in with anybody. It could be your family member, bruh. Because the moment you move in with anybody, you gonna find out the definition of other people's shit. That's what you gonna find out. I don't give a fuck who it is. But we sit up here and we just prepare a motherfucker to look out. Now you gotta prepare somebody for all that shit. It ain't just no bitch. It ain't just no nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Just like bitches, y'all get into it way more with y'all friends than y'all get into it with any nigga you have. Y'all get into it with the bitches that's sitting around you hating on you. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be having more problems with your partners way more than you be having actually with your niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Miscellaneous moulded Monday. But yeah, man, it ain't just no bitch. You ain't just gotta look out for a bitch or whatever, bruh. It's just the world, bruh. And they be acting like, bruh, that shit is just people. Just like how niggas act like a bitch, bro. You'll run by one of the nigga, your best partner, nigga, start acting just like that bitch that they told you don't move in with, nigga. That shit ain't got no gender on it. It's just the ways of people. Miscellaneous molded Monday, bro. Because I told you they got y'all working with leverage. Excuse me. So whenever a motherfucker think he got one over on you, or a motherfucker think that you need them or whatever, bro, watch how people start acting then. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't just no bitch. Everybody do that shit, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Let a nigga get mad at you. You know what I'm talking about? That nigga gonna start acting just like the bitch. That nigga gonna start trolling you. That nigga gonna start doing hella shit just like the bitch. That nigga gonna start a conversation about you just like the bitch. They gonna start rumors and all kind of shit. Just like that shit last night. I don't know if anybody else people, but that shit be hella funny. Them the kids games you be playing. Miscellaneous molded Monday it is, bruh. A motherfucker come up here. I told you people hella nosy, folks. You know what I'm talking about? And for some reason, they be wanting to know what's going on with you. You get what I'm saying? So a motherfucker come up here, I told you under the premise, like a motherfucker come up here and say, oh man, you gotta answer some questions, man, the world, the people want to know. Man, the people don't want to know. That's just that nosy motherfucker. That's trying to use the people as to put a guilt trip on you. Talking about what the people want to know. Man, don't nobody else want to know that shit but them motherfuckers. But they'll come up here and say something like you a little kid and throw something out there, all the speculation or the rumor, and they hoping that you will address it. You know what I'm talking about? Kid games, folks. You gotta be quicker than that. You know what I'm talking about, man? You gotta be quicker than that. But that shit just hella funny, bro. It's just like big ass kids. Motherfucker come out here and they just say something, you know what I'm talking about, to see if it can get to you. You know what I'm talking about? And hopefully you'll start explaining yourself from that point. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga, something straight out of comic book, bro. Worldwide, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like I done told you a long time ago. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all kiss my hair. I don't give a fuck what you think. What you think you know, what you say all right. You know what I'm talking about? Now go to sleep, nigga, and wake up you again. That's gonna be the punishment for the rest of your life, nigga. You don't get that, nigga. You could be your own blessing or your punishment, nigga. Keep on talking, nigga. Now, hurry up, nigga. Make yourself tired, nigga. Hurry up and go to sleep and wake up again as you, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Nephew says, old man, old lady. Would you say, bro, old lady? You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Miscellaneous molded, man. And once again, this ain't nothing you gotta look out for, man. You know what I'm talking about? This ain't no epidemic or pandemic, however you know how bro is with his vocabulary, that you gotta look out for. You know what I'm talking about? And once again, you ain't gotta watch nothing but your motherfucking self, folks. You know what I'm talking about? It's just the way shit be, folks. You know what I'm talking about? All you could do, you can either be one of them motherfuckers or you don't have to be one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? But that decision and choice is on yours. You know, I mean, it's up to you. But just all this floating around here, this whole miscellaneous ass motive, the hybrid motherfucker they got going around here today, it's nothing but a debate and trying to wiggle up out of the whatever I done did, trying to make you see it, man. All that shit right there, bro. That shit is just basically a waste of time, folks. That shit just 30, 40 minutes of Nothingness. You know what I'm talking about? Just motherfuckers sitting around here playing. And if you just really get to the bottom of all that shit really ain't nothing but just coward shit. That's all. All that shit is just you scared. Is you scared of being you? It's almost like you in the closet. You scared of being you. You that motherfucker that's scared to tell people no. You that motherfucker that feel you gotta lie to people because you scared to tell them the truth. You know what I'm talking about? You one of them type of motherfuckers. So yeah, the all that hiding and sneaky doing like all that shit is coward shit, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? If you grown, man, I just don't be getting it, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Now I can understand you not wanting people to know your business. You know what I'm talking about? But just like say you said you stopped smoking and you start smoking again, but you don't want nobody to know you smoking again. What difference do it make, bruh, if you smoking? What they gonna say? He's smoking again? Like, why does that bother you so much? Like, that shit is just crazy, bruh. But you would sit there and just do hella fake ass shit so people don't. Like, I'm just one of them people to believe, bruh, don't do nothing if you embarrassed of it. You know what I'm talking about? Don't do. Why do it, bruh? Because if you put that much thought into doing something, because what we good for just doing shit. You know what I'm talking about? Then after we do this shit, then we scared of what somebody gonna say about it. You know what I mean? Why I did it then? You should have put that much thought into this shit before you did it. If you thought if you was worried about what people gonna say. You know what I'm talking about? On some real shit. Yeah, I wouldn't do nothing if I was embarrassed of it. Cause if I did it, I wouldn't give a fuck who knew about it or not. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck y'all. I'm not doing this for y'all. I'm doing it for me. You know what I'm talking about? Miscellaneous molded Monday. But just the shit we got around here floating, man. You know what I'm talking about? So you just make sure while you out there, man, you don't pick up these bad habits and shit. You get what I'm saying? And be running around this motherfucker with nothing inside you, no integrity, no dignity, no nothing. You just out here for the I was gonna say for the taking, but that ain't even the right word. You just out here blowing in the wind, basically, though. You know what I'm talking about? You every which way. You don't give a fuck what you doing. You don't give a fuck how you do it. You know what I'm talking about? You only give a fuck how people perceive you. You know what I'm talking about? So you don't give a fuck about breaking into people's houses, stealing TVs, taking the motherfuckers to the pawn shop. You just don't want people calling you a cat burglar. You think it's so straight out of comic book, but this shit ain't gonna do nothing but get worse though. But like I say, I'm here with you, man, with my seatbelt off. Miscellaneous molded Monday, folks. And you just be careful, bro, what you pick up on. You feel what I'm saying? That's the most important part, bro. You be cause a lot of us we just brainwash ourselves. We just sit around and watch so much of this shit to where we see everybody else doing it and we figure that's the thing to do. So you make sure you don't zap yourself, bro. You make sure you be a little bit sharper than that. Don't fall into the little kid ass games of society. You know what I'm talking about? Don't, man. Because that's all that's going on. Not all that's going on, but it's a big majority of that shit going on here. Just a bunch of big ass games by grown people. You know what I'm talking about? In the real wide around this motherfucker, man. What you say, bro? Real wide. You know what I'm talking about? They say, why you fuck with it like that, bro? Because if I don't, ain't nobody else is. Mama say, brush your whiskers when you on TV. But miscellaneous, Monday, folks. So you don't be that motherfucker out here with no integrity. You don't be that motherfucker out here with no honesty. You don't be that motherfucker out here with no loyalty, no respect. You don't be that motherfucker out here that like I say, when your name come up, that motherfucker ain't worth nothing, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Like when your name come up, you the bullshit person. You don't be that. Don't have the bullshit character. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be the miscellaneous molded ass motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? You don't be the one that out here stealing people's car and then you come up with the excuse for it. You don't be the one stealing out of people's house and shit. Then you trying to explain to them why you stole. You don't do that, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You don't be that motherfucker up out here that come up with their own reason whenever they want to about some bullshit. Just like the niggas that killed my partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? I'm always gonna tell you that. Don't be one of them niggas, bruh, that come up with your own fake ass reason to do something to your partner. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about what a motherfucker ain't gave you or what a motherfucker ain't did for you or just whatever fake ass reason you come up with. Don't be one of them people. You know what I'm talking about? Because you felt that nigga something straight out of the comic book. Or you could be one of them people and see what it do for you. The motherfuckers who killed my partner got life. That's what it did for them. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, miscellaneous moulded, man. You just make sure you got something inside you, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You make sure you the one with that honor. You know what I'm talking about? You make sure you the one with that integrity, bruh. You make sure you the solid one. Or not. See what it do for you, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? You can run around, be the one out here gossiping, talking like a bitch or whatever. See what that do for you, folks. You know what I'm talking about? It's on you. You know what I'm talking about? But what do I know? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. And with that one right there, if you don't remember nothing else, man, always remember, it don't cost nothing. Just show a little bit of that love.